There's one key voting demographic everyone needs on their side: black people. Because if you have a strategy for winning the black vote, you're golden. That's how Barack Obama won. He had a brilliant strategy campaign of being black. But not every candidate has that advantage. So they've been busy appealing to the culture by any means necessary.
We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
2020 presidential candidate Elizabeth Warren.
It's not the first time Bernie's been on the Breakfast Club. First time he's been to the studio.
That's right. Last time we were out in what, South Carolina?
Columbia, South Carolina. We went to go see him with Killer Mike.
The Reverend Al Sharpton only had toast. Mayor Pete Buttigieg ordered mac and cheese, fried chicken, and collard greens.
You know, when I was a teenager in Delaware, for real, I got involved in the civil rights movement.
I was wrong, and I'm sorry.
A stunning apology from former Mayor Michael Bloomberg Sunday morning as he stood before the predominantly black congregation at the Christian Cultural Center in East New York, Brooklyn.
The black vote has always been important, particularly to presidential elections, and presidents have approached black voters in a number of different ways. And so, President Kennedy had to literally rely on, his contacts with the civil rights movement to get black people to vote.
I mean, you'll see this in our current presidential race. Black voters overwhelmingly vote Democratic. In the 2018 election, which is the midterms, 90% voted for the Democrats, 9% voted for the Republicans. So the black vote, or African Americans, are a core constituency of the Democratic Party. Right?
See, it's possible for any candidate to succeed without the black vote, because we saw it with Trump. He pretty much did not have it. But he still got elected. But I'll say it will be way harder, and he would have to be more creative. And I feel like that's kind of, how Trump, that was really his strategy, to be creative and go to these very radical, parts of the population, and kind of that's where he anchored his base. But
that it's so important, voter turnout is something that's so important, because last election, people were like, oh, I'm not a fan of Hillary, and oh, I definitely don't want to vote for Trump, so I'm just not going to vote at all. And that's absolutely not the thing to do. And so I think it really does come out to voter turnout. Are black voters going to show up to the polls like we did for Obama? And again, are people of color going to show up, to the polls and vote? I think it really just comes down to that. And so anything is possible. It definitely is possible to win without the black vote. But again, I think that it just comes down to voter turnout, and we're just going to have to see who comes out to the polls.